Hello and welcome to 10-Minute Takes with me, Hannah Gallacher. I am the business manager for the Northumbria Health and Care Academy, and we are going to be hosting a series of podcasts where we talk to professionals from the NMAHP Education and Development Service, that's nurses, midwives and allied health professionals that are linked to the work that we're doing here at the Academy. And for my first guest, I have Emma Dawes, who is Head of NMAHP Education and Workforce Development. Hi.
Hello.
Do you want to just start by introducing yourself and giving a bit of background?
So yes, I'm Emma Dawes and I work here at Northumbria as part of the Academy team, and I started my nursing career back in the 90s, quite a long time ago, hence the grey hair, and I worked across a range of emergency and critical areas early on in my career before I finally settled in practice development and spent quite a number of years working on projects and developments right across the organisation.
Yeah.
And from there, I've just grown into an education role, which is where I have a real passion. I've been lucky enough to be involved in the development of the Academy.
What is the most valuable lesson you've learned as an educator that you wish maybe you'd known a little bit sooner?
That I think it's okay to be in control of the classroom.
Okay.
And I think it's really important that you do that to keep the attention of the class.
Yeah.
And I think I wish I'd just been a bit more confident about that at the very beginning, because it makes a difference in your teaching.
Okay, thank you. Brilliant. So, as the Head of Workforce Education Development for NMAHPs, which is nursing, midwives and allied health professionals, you've been really instrumental in the development of the Academy, and you know, it's been years in the making, hasn't it? We've been, is it 4 years?
Yes.
4 years in the making, we're finally here, we're in the building. What for you have been the main priorities when thinking about the development of the workforce, for the NMAHP workforce? What has been at the forefront of your mind when we've been developing this amazing resource?
Probably two main things for me. One is about developing the workforce that we already have and giving them opportunities to build a career here at Northumbria. We've got so many talented staff that could really progress their career, and I really wanted to be able to give the opportunity for that here at the Academy. And the second thing is about making it clinically relevant. I think healthcare's always evolving, and there's always something new to know and to learn, and it's really important for us as educators and at the Academy that we're really at the forefront of that, and what we're teaching is up to date, relevant to the practice that's happening in our clinical settings, and making a difference to patients every day.
So how do you think, because I am going to be talking to the programme leads as well and to the clinical leads, so I will be asking them the same thing, but I remember the first day we moved in here and we were all looking out, and actually you made a really interesting comment that what we're doing it for is perfectly framed in our office window, that it's the patients across the road. And we all sort of took that moment to think, oh, it really, you know, that is really why we're here. How do you think we can make sure that we translate that patient focus into the programmes that we're delivering?
So all of our lecturers still spend time in the clinical area, working alongside patients, understanding the work that our clinicians do every day. And then through the use of simulation, using real-life examples, real-life experiences of our clinical staff, I think that really helps to bring the patient into the room. And along with our amazing PCPIs, the volunteers that come in to be patients and to talk about their lived experience using our services and being a patient. And I think we've always got to keep the patient at the centre of it, and that's what means we're going to get it right.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that lived experience is so valuable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So I noticed you said simulation. There's quite a big focus on using technology-enhanced methods, I want to say, of learning, and all of the different resources that we have at the Academy. I'm finding people are really interested in using those to develop learning that's maybe a little bit more dynamic, a little bit less PowerPoint classroom, a little bit more hands-on.
Yeah.
Was that something that you did consciously when you were thinking about the development of the academy?
We went to look at other facilities and other trusts, other universities, and looked at what they had there, and we tried to pick the best of everything that we'd seen. And I think it was important for us to offer some simulation so that our learners get the opportunity to practice in a safe environment. And I don't understand how any of it works. I need to be honest, I don't understand how any of it works, but I'm really excited at the opportunity of that, the technology-enhanced learning, of artificial intelligence, of simulation, of immersive experiences, and the difference that that brings to learning. And I look back to when I trained in the 90s, and none of that existed. And I look at today and how much it enriches how people feel as they learn. And it helps compassion, and it helps with understanding, and it helps with that lived experience, without a doubt.
I agree. I think it just makes it so much more engaging, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the academy is for our workforce, and it's also for, you know, external applicants as well. Some of the programs will cater to external applicants. What would your advice be to someone who was thinking at any stage of their career about developing their skills or knowledge and thought about doing that at the academy? You know, what would you say to them?
I would say come along and find out. Talk to the staff who work here. We will be holding regular open events. But equally, we can do one-to-one conversations with people. But for me, it starts with finding out what you need to be able to know and do to get onto one of the programmes. Find out about the training that we offer, find out about actually what does that role mean, and is that for me? Is that the kind of job I could do? And then it puts you in the absolute best position to apply.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's your sort of aspirations for the future of the academy? Now we're in the building and we've got that hard bit over of, you know, where will all the chairs go and the classrooms and all of that bit. Look into the future, knowing you as a kind of that dynamic person who always has that plan. What are your aspirations for the future?
So I really want to be serving our workforce. And then by default the patients that we look after. But I really want the wider workforce of Northumbria, the nurses, the midwives and the allied health professionals, to see this as their own. I want them to come and use this space. I want them to see how they can build their careers here with us, have academic qualifications, grow their clinical skills, grow their confidence, grow their ability, and for the educators that work out in practice to come in and to use these brilliant facilities to teach with expertise the areas that they know and the staff that they work alongside. I've also got a bit of aspiration of how we can move forward with technology, with e-learning. I think we can have a bit of a footprint beyond just Northumbria once we enter that space. But for now, I think we need to get good at what we're doing.
Absolutely.
But always keep our eye on what we could be doing next.
And we'll put some information in the comments or description about how people can contact us to deliver their education here or take on education here. We can make that available to people. But thank you for that. That was really interesting. I'm going to sum up all my podcasts with the same question as well. And I'd like to ask you, what your favourite thing to teach is?
It's a really difficult question to answer, but I really enjoy teaching or talking about personal development and improvement, and encouraging the people in the room to reflect on themselves and to see just how brilliant they are and the difference they make, and helping them to feel confident to look to the future and everything that could do with their career.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.